All right, let's just say it. In 2025, AI is no longer just a buzzword. It's become a force of nature. It's this technological tidal wave that is actively remaking our world, and it's promising a future that's almost unbelievably productive and convenient. But that very same wave, it's carrying a really dark undercurrent, arming our adversaries with power they could only dream of just a few years ago. This is the story of AI's two faces, the creator and the destroyer. And to really get a handle on the scale of what's at stake, we have to start with the numbers.
First, let's just look at the sheer size of the opportunity here. $7 trillion. That is the projected value of the humanoid robotics market alone by 2050. That's according to Goldman Sachs. Now, to put that number in perspective for you, that's more than the current GDP of Japan and Germany combined. We're not just talking about robots putting cars together in factories. No, we're talking about a complete integration of intelligent physical machines into every single part of our lives. It's an economic boom unlike anything we have ever seen. But while we're dreaming about that future,
the reality of our present is this number: 97 billion. That's how many cyber exploitation attempts were recorded in just the last year. It's a number so vast, it's almost impossible to wrap your head around it. It represents a relentless, non-stop, automated assault on our entire digital world. And this isn't just a minor annoyance. This is the other side of the AI revolution. A darker, more dangerous side that's growing just as fast as all the promise.
So let's begin with the upside, what I like to call AI's Cambrian explosion. Now, for those who aren't familiar with the term, don't worry. The original Cambrian explosion was this biological event millions of years ago that saw a sudden, rapid diversification of complex life on Earth. And that is exactly what we are witnessing with AI today. An incredible, explosive burst of new forms and new capabilities that are fundamentally changing what's even possible.
I mean, the sheer endurance this represents is it's remarkable. This was not some controlled lab experiment on a treadmill. The AGIBOT A2 walked for 65 miles straight in the real world, navigating everything from smooth city sidewalks and bridges to uneven, poorly lit paths. It handled all of it, finishing with just a little bit of scuffing on its feet. The robot's creators even said it joked about needing a new pair of shoes. This is a monumental leap for physical AI. It proves a level of toughness and stamina that moves humanoid robots straight out of science fiction and into the realm of practical reality.
And believe me, this is far from just a novelty act. The company behind AGIBOT is already targeting these 8 core areas for commercial use. You see, the profound advantage of the humanoid form is that it's already compatible with our world. We don't need to redesign our factories, our hospitals, or our homes for it. It can use our tools, it can climb our stairs, and it can open our doors. So instead of rebuilding the world for the robots, we're building robots that can navigate our world, which drastically lowers the barrier to getting them everywhere.
And this disruption isn't just happening in robotics. Take a look at healthcare. This quote from Fred Turner, the CEO of a health insurance startup called Curative, really captures the whole spirit of this shift. His company just hit a $1 billion valuation by using AI to completely turn the traditional health insurance model on its head. By getting rid of copays and deductibles, their AI-driven platform actually encourages preventative care. And the results? They're staggering. For their clients, hospitalizations are down 30%, and prescription drug costs have fallen by 40%. This is AI not just improving a system, but fundamentally rebuilding one of the world's most rigid and expensive industries from the ground up.
Okay, but for every single one of these incredible advances, a shadow grows right alongside it. So now we have to turn to the antithesis, the industrialization of cybercrime. This is the part of the story where those same powerful AI tools are being systematically weaponized, not by a few elite hackers in a basement, but on a truly global industrial scale.
The very same generative AI models that can write flawless code for a new app, or compose music, or create beautiful art, are now being used to craft perfectly convincing phishing emails in any language you can think of. They're creating hyper-realistic deepfake videos for extortion scams, and designing malware that can intelligently adapt to bypass our security defenses. The barrier to entry for launching a sophisticated, world-class cyber attack is just collapsing right before our eyes.
And the engine driving this dangerous new era is something called cybercrime as a service. Honestly, think of it like a subscription to Netflix or Amazon Web Services, but for hacking. You no longer need to be a coding genius or a network security expert. For a surprisingly low fee, you can literally rent ransomware tools, buy access to a corporate network, or lease a botnet to take a website offline. It's a fully fledged, professionalized market that turns sophisticated cybercrime into a plug-and-play operation available to pretty much anyone. And the direct result of this industrialization is a catastrophic explosion of stolen data. The number of credential logs, and that just means bundles of usernames and passwords, found for sale on darknet marketplaces skyrocketed by 500% in a single year. This is the raw fuel for the cybercrime engine. Every login for every service you've ever used, from your bank to your social media, is now a commodity being harvested and sold at an industrial scale, ready to be fed into automated attack tools.
And this is what that modern attack looks like. It's not one person in a hoodie trying to guess a password anymore. First, automated bots are constantly scanning the entire internet, mapping millions of businesses and looking for any exposed service or weakness. Next, the attackers don't hack their way in, they just log in. They simply buy stolen credentials from those darknet markets we just talked about. Once they're inside, they don't use flashy malware. No, they use the company's own trusted IT tools to move silently across the network completely undetected. By the time anyone realizes something is wrong, the final step, the impact, has already happened. Your data has been stolen and your systems are locked down by ransomware. It's fast, methodical, and chillingly efficient.
Which brings us to the synthesis, the point where these two opposing forces, creation and destruction, they start to merge. The new battlefield isn't just in the digital world anymore. It's at this increasingly blurry intersection of our physical and digital lives, the point where human and machine really become one. And that forces us to ask a really fundamental question. As we wrap ourselves ever tighter in this new layer of technology, as our very biology becomes the password that unlocks our world, what does that mean for our identity? What does that mean for our security?
I mean, just look at something as common as payments. For decades, security has been based on something you know, like a password or a PIN.
We are now rapidly shifting to a world where security is based on something you are, the unique, irreplaceable patterns in your palm, your face, or your voice. And this isn't some distant future thing, it's happening right now. In Malaysia, you can use a service called PalmWav to pay for your groceries just by hovering your hand over a terminal that reads your unique vein pattern. In India, the new Ray-Ban Meta glasses let you simply look at a QR code and say, "Hey Meta, scan and pay," to instantly complete a transaction. No phone, no wallet, no friction. It is the ultimate promise of seamless, invisible convenience.
But this right here is where the synthesis creates a profound and, frankly, dangerous dilemma. Think about it. If a hacker steals your password, it's a huge headache, but you can change it. What happens when they steal your unique palm vein pattern? You can't change your hand. The data that makes you uniquely you becomes a permanent, unchangeable key. If it's compromised forever. This raises enormous questions. Who do we trust to store this data? The bank? The tech company? The government? And are we trading permanent security for temporary convenience?
Which brings us to our conclusion, the race for advantage. We are now locked in a high-stakes, high-speed competition. It's a full-blown arms race between those using AI to build this incredible future and those using the very same tools to tear it all down.
And this race is being measured in days, not years. When the software company Avanti disclosed a critical vulnerability in their product, it took attackers just 6 days to reverse engineer it, develop a weapon, and begin launching widespread attacks against thousands of organizations. 6 days. The window we have to react, to patch, to defend ourselves is shrinking to almost nothing.
This gets to the absolute heart of the matter. As Sanaz Yashar, the CEO of Zafran Security, lays it out, the stakes just could not be higher. This is a fight for control over the most powerful tool humanity has ever created. And the side that most effectively harnesses AI, whether it's for defense or for attack, is going to gain a decisive advantage.
And the only way to win this race is to fundamentally change how we play the game. The experts are calling for a universal shift to a strategy called continuous threat exposure management. In simple terms, this means you have to stop waiting to get punched. Instead of building walls and just waiting for an alarm to go off, you have to operate like the attacker, constantly, proactively hunting for your own weaknesses, figuring out which ones are most dangerous, and then making sure your fixes actually work. It's a shift from a passive defense to a state of perpetual offense against your own vulnerabilities.
And so we're left with the fundamental question of our AI era. We are undeniably building a remarkable future, one filled with intelligent robots that can walk across entire countries and technology that blends seamlessly with our own bodies. But in this escalating arms race between creation and destruction, are we building that future faster than we can possibly defend it?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.